Yeah, I mean, you talk about the last couple of weeks, and there's a couple of games that you could pull off from the season this year. And it all comes down to, like everyone says, I mean, Brady says 6 to 8 plays. Sometimes it's 1 to 3 plays a game. So, I mean, it's really just being able to make the plays in the critical time of the game that I think really separates you from everyone else.
Yeah, I think we just got to capitalize on their mistakes. When they mess up, we got to make sure that, we take advantage of everything that they do when they're doing it wrong, and we just got to eliminate our mistakes.
Defense, the last few games you guys have shown some improvement, but still a couple times those big plays come and bite you. How do you eliminate those?
We just got to key our keys. We got to win our one-on-ones. We got to start applying more pressure to the quarterback, which we have. We got to win our one-on-ones at corners and DBs, coverage-wise. We just got to make sure we're in the right spots. We have gotten better as a defense. These offenses that we've been facing lately, they've been top offenses in the nation. And so for us to come out there and play like, we got some swagger to us, that's just what we got to do, just keep on.
You guys are accustomed to winning in this program. What's it like to go through a season where you've lost more than you've won?
It's very disappointing. It's not something that we should be doing. We should be winning. Everyone knows that we should be winning, and we should be on top. But things are not going our way. But we just got to keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean, going off that, it goes off to the first question that I was asking. Just being able to make those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays in the game where it comes down to critical situations, whether it's 3rd and short, 4th and short, defense getting to stop, block punts, special teams, any of that stuff. So, showing up really in the critical points of the game is what we need to continue to do and continue to strive on. But down in the locker room, I've been on a team where it hasn't been that great, had a losing record, and that's not something that you see from the guys in this team. They're still eager to go out there and eager to fight, so that's the thing that I'm most proud of with our team.
Is it easy, difficult to block that out? Because once you get back on the field each week, you're just kind of focused on that game. Does the rest of it kind of get pushed aside once you get to that point?
Yeah, Coach Hook always talks about it. Take 24 hours, whether you win or lose, enjoy it or just live on it, and then you got to get to the next game. So, it doesn't matter what your performance is. Doesn't matter whether you had a great game, bad game. You got to move on. You got to get to the next game. So, all it is this week.
Mark, I'm sure you're on social media. As a senior, as a leader on this team, what are your thoughts when you see folks calling for your head coach's job?
It's just people sitting on the couch. They don't know who Coach Hoke is, and they don't know the relationship that all of us on this team have with him, and they don't know how hard that he puts in what he really loves to do, and that's be around us and try to give us the best opportunity to win each game. And I sincerely believe that he does that, so that's why I'm standing behind him 100%.
At the end of the day, we all want to win. Coach Hoke wants to win. We want to win. And, with the fans saying all that, like he said, they're just sitting on the couch. No one sees what's going on at practice. No one sees what's going on in the film room. No one sees, everything behind the scenes. They just see what's on the field. And, with the product that we're putting out there, I guess some fans can be toxic and all that, but at the same time, we're all still human beings. We're all still trying to play football. This is a gateway for all of us. This is something that we all love to do. And so we're going to keep pushing whether people want to complain or not about how we're playing, but this is a game where we're not just going out there trying to lose. Everyone wants to win at the end of the day.
Zyrus, can you speak to just like your leadership qualities as a teammate? Because Brady specifically mentioned how he's seen over the last handful of weeks as you guys have gone through adversity, what you've meant to the defense.
At the end of the day, I'm really just doing my job and trying to push everybody. Yeah, we got leaders, we got captains, but at the end of the day, I'm the middle linebacker of the defense. I got to make sure everyone's doing the right job. Got to make sure everyone's still, running to the ball, doing what we got to do, our 111. We got a defensive philosophy, and I'm not going to just let, 1 or 2 people talk about it. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm out there trying to push what our culture is and keep the culture up.
Mark, can you take us through your touchdown reception and the play call in general this past weekend?
Yeah, it was just a good play call. We're gonna sell the play and get out into a flat route. Didn't even know it at the time, but looking back on the film, it was kind of funny. Moose might have gone the wrong direction, or the running back. I'm not really sure what happened there in that communication, but saw the safety capped over me. Decided just had to turn it in, and Moose was able to put a good ball up there. And it's just everyone doing their job in that situation. So it just ended up working out for the best.
Obviously, Colorado State quarterbacks thrown for a lot of yards this season. What do you guys do to kind of slow him down?
We just got to put pressure on him. Like I said earlier, we got to win our one-on-ones, make sure that he feels us. If he doesn't feel us, then he sits back there all day. I mean, they got some good receivers, a really good tight end. And so, I mean, if we don't apply no pressure to him, I mean, he's just going to sit back there and have a field day. But, you know, with us, you know, everyone knows we like to blitz. Everyone knows that we go hard and we're going to bring something. So, I mean, for us, we just got to make sure that he feels our presence.
Have you noticed, is there something that makes him particularly successful? Is it a quick release or extending plays with his legs? What does he do to be successful?
He has like some hidden speed to him. I mean, he doesn't look like he'd be real fast, but you know, you watching film, you can tell he has a little speed behind him, and he just looks like he has a really good relationship with his receivers. I mean, I think number 14, I think he has like the most receptions in the nation, and so that just tells you that you know he has a really good relationship with them. He has his timing down. He has everything down with him. So, you know, he's pretty good at what he does.
Mark, on against their defense, is there things that you think you guys can attack and do well with?
Yeah, I mean, first off, you got to give them props because, I mean, you just look at their front four, and they got probably one of the best D linemen in the Mountain West with number 8. They got a good secondary as well. So just being able to hit spots in between that and looking at film, just kind of taking what people have done before and kind of queuing up the same stuff and just seeing where they're vulnerable at and being able to run in between that.
Anything else for student athletes?
Zyrus, on the tendency throughout the season to come up with big plays, do you consciously focus on anything defensively to try to ward those off? Do you change things? What's the focus when dealing with those types of plays?
So in our defense, really, if one person messes up, it could mess up the whole thing for our defense. I mean, you're supposed to, if it's one thing of just trying to send it back to another player, or if it's keeping the edge on defense, really, like a lot of big plays, it's just little mistakes that we didn't capitalize on. And, you know, for us to make those mistakes is unacceptable. And so we go over film, we watch film every day, try to make sure we correct those mistakes so no big plays happen. And mistakes are going to happen, don't get me wrong. But for us, we just got to make sure we minimize everything, make sure that we do more good than bad.